Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this tutorial you will get to learn that is what is MRO. MRO that is the diamond prob that is used for the diamond problem in Python. That actually resolves the diamond problem in Python and this is the problem actually in the multiple inheritance. The type of the inheritance specifically that is the multiple inheritance. So we will start into that. First, we will look what is inheritance, then it comes multiple inheritance, then the diamond problem. For that, we will be using the Python provides the MRO solution for the diamond problem. And then we will basically look into what is the C3 linearization algorithm, how it is in this video, you will get a basic knowledge like how this MRO is decided using the C3 linearization algorithm. In detail, we will prepare another video for that. So, but in this, the main focus is for the MRO and the diamond problem. So, just we will get to learn how the solution is resolved in this video. So, let's start. So here I have opened the VS Code to write the simple examples for you for the MRS solution. So first, inheritance means suppose we get the things from our parents. For example, I got a home or car from my parents, and it's a type of single inheritance. Okay, and the things we get from parents of our parents, that means basically it's an multiple inheritance. Okay, because I got the things from uh, parents of my parents. Okay, so those are inherited from the parents from their parents. Okay, so that inheritance is the multiple inheritance. Okay, and suppose here I will draw one line. Suppose I have defined a class. Okay, suppose uh, this is a main topmost parent class, and I have this C class. Okay, and C is suppose C is me, and I am inheriting from B. So B is suppose my parents. Okay, so C is inheriting from my parents and B. So B is my parents. So B they are inheriting from their parent. Suppose. So this is C is inheriting from B and B is inheriting from A. So this is a type of multiple inheritance. Okay. So I can write a simple example for that. Let's focus on this. Suppose I have a class here, like a person class I have, and it has some init method. So it has some basic details like self dot name equal to, I will here pass name and name. Okay. So all common functionality goes to the person class. Okay. Then then every person if every employee is a person. Okay, so here I will create employee class inheriting from person, because this needs to inherit the basic functionality of this class, because every person, every employee has a name, so we will reuse this class. Okay, so here the init method I have defined, then self dot uh, here it needs to pass name, then employee has employee number. Okay, so here self dot here super in bracket dot init. Okay, for super I will pass name, and self dot name, self dot employee number equals to employee number. Okay, so this is an employee. So I will create another, as manager is an employee of any company. So here it will comes employee, then we'll define an init function for that. So it will take parameter, it has a name, also it has an employee number, and it has an employee number, then it has, suppose, department. Okay, then self dot department equal to department, and here I will call the super method of its class super dot underscore init. Here I will pass name, then employee number. Okay, so here this a manager class is using the details of the employee class is using the attributes and the functions of the person class. Okay, so this is a type of multiple inheritance. Like, I will modify this one, like this is a person class, person, okay, then it is inherited by which, okay, so got it. So person is inherited by employee, employee is inherited by manager. So this is an example of multiple inheritance. Okay, so here this is just an just I have written this code for an analogy to explain like what is multiple inheritance use. Okay, like it is inheriting from the base class, then one subclass is there, uh, another parent class is there, which is the parent class uh, of the subclass. Okay, so the subclass has one parent class which is a subclass of another parent class, that is the person class. Okay, so here I will write, we will look into a diamond problem first. So here first I will explain what is a diamond problem. Okay, so basically, so suppose here basically we have a class D and we have a parent class B and C. So D is inheriting from C, B and C both. Okay, and we have another parent class where B is inheriting from A and C is inheriting from A. Okay, so here we have a class that inherits two parent classes. Okay, that is the class D is inheriting from two parent classes, and both these classes inherits from a common base class. Okay, so this is the common base class which is B and C is inheriting. Okay, so in B and C, the methods or any attributes defined in the class A is inheriting in B. Okay, and as C is also inheriting from A, the methods and class defined from A, those are also inherited into C, and we are inheriting all the functionalities, all the attributes of B and C into D, means with B and C functionalities, all the functionalities, all the attributes will be inherited of the class A also. Okay, so when the same method is defined in all these parent classes, suppose A, B and C, then Python won't know which class method is to be called. Okay, when the method is called on this subclass, either call B class method or C or A, or if it is defined in D, so which class method needs to be called. So normally Python don't know which method to call. So for that, I will explain here. Suppose the same analogy I will create class A, def function, one function I will create here, print, it is just printing class A. So in our analogy, we have class B inheriting from A, def, this is function, then print class B. Okay, then class C is also inheriting from class A, def function, self, then print class C. And we have finally our subclass, that is D, inheriting from B and C. Okay, so I will just here pass. Okay, so here you can see here A has the same function name fun, B has also the same function, and C has also the same function. So Python, when we declare here, suppose D object, and we call a method, sorry, call a method D object dot fun, I need to call. Okay, so here Python doesn't know, when we call this function, Python doesn't know which class method is to be called, because that method is existing into all of these parent classes. Okay, so that is our diamond problem, as we explain in the whiteboard also. So for that diamond problem, the solution that Python has, that is the MRO solution. Okay, so means MRO defines the order. MRO क्या करता है? MRO defines an order. MRO क्या करता है? It defines an order in which the Python searches for methods and attributes in this multiple inheritance. Okay, तो इस टाइप में क्या करेगा Python? First, it will look into the D class. The priority is first D, then it will look into B, then after B it will look into C. Check here the function definition. D is inheriting first from B, then C. So first it will look into D, then as per this class definition, then after D comes B, then after B comes C, then after C and B both are inheriting from A. So after C comes the common base class, that is A. Okay, so it using MRO, the Python searches for the methods and attributes in this multiple inheritance. Okay, that is this order. Okay, so without this MRO, Python won't know which method to call when the same method exists in this multiple parent classes. Okay, so in this example, first it will look into D. If that is exist, the function is exist in D, it will stop here and don't search again, don't do the next searches, it will stop and will execute. If it does not exist in D, it will first look into, then it will look into the B. If it is there, it will stop the search and execute here that function. If does same like that. If it is not in B, it will look in C. If exists, it will execute, stop the search. Else it will go to A and we'll check there. If it is there, we'll stop and execute that function. So likewise this order. So it looks from left to right. As per this class definition, it looks from this left to right as defined in this class definition. Okay. So this is the final order we can guess. So that is this is the MRO solution that the Python has for the diamond problem. So first I will run this. Let's run. Okay. Okay. So here I will open again. Okay. So as that function is not in the class D. Okay. But that function is exist. The order is B. The order is D, then B, then C. So first it will look into D. The function is not there. Then it will look into B. Function is there and it is printed class B here. It is printed class B here. Okay. This is the class B it printed. Okay. And it has stopped the search and it has executed the function. Okay. Then the next search is it will stop and it has executed and printed the class B. So likewise it is executed this. So for this Python uses C3 linearization algorithm. Which algorithm? C3. Let me write here C3 linearization algorithm. So the C3 linearization algorithm decides the MRO. In what order the Python will look for the function. That is the common function if it is defined. Okay. We can here print. We can also check. We have two methods. Okay. The one is for MRO, we have two methods in Python. Okay. That is the object, after that dot double underscore MRO. This is the special method it has. And the object dot MRO bracket. Okay. So MRO, you will get to know the MRO order Python is using for this class. Using this, so this is the special method and this is the simple MRO method. I will give a differentiate here. So first we will print using a special method, that is D, that is the class name, double underscore MRO. Okay. And print D, then the simple method name. I will run here again. Okay. Now here you can check. You can check here. That is the earlier one, class B printed. For the MRO special method, it gives a tuple. It gives a tuple. You can check here. It is giving class D, then class B, then class C, then it is A. And after all the classes have finished, then it comes the object class by default. So this is using the special property, we get this tuple, and using this MRO method, we get a list of all the classes. That is the actual MRO order. D, B, C, you can check all the the contents, the items in the about tuple, and this list is same. Okay. So for that, the MRO, it uses C3 linearization algorithm. It decides based on the class definition. Okay. So friends, if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. Please also like this video, and please comment down if you need to recommend, if you want to recommend any new topics, I will create videos for that. uh, it will, I'm happy for that to help you guys. So please do subscribe and like this channel. Thank you so much. Bye.